Hey, what school could be community? I am Justin Bath, and I'm a professor at the University of Kentucky, and I'm a brand new partner with Ted Dintersmith on this whole what school could be community and effort. So I want to tell you about a couple of things. One we're going to focus on today, and one that I'm providing hints of today, but you can start to register for. So two big things announcing. Number one, we're going to focus today on leadership sprints that are going to happen over the summertime, free for leadership teams. More info in a sec. The other thing that you're going to be able to find at this registration link is the link to a longer year-long What School Could Be Academy. Yeah, I know, pretty cool. That we're going to run in the 21-22 school year for school teams. 100 participants total. We'll have some limited availability, but we want to be able to help school teams engage throughout the next school year in this sort of transformative work of moving toward deeper learning. More info about that year-long academy coming soon, so watch for that. But today, focusing on summer leadership sprints. So we're all feeling the same thing right now. Like in August, school is going to go back to normal, right? Yeah, normal was not so good, and we all know it. So we really should be seeking to go back to better than normal this fall. But if we're going to do that, we better start planning right now. So these summer leadership sprints are for leaders of all stripes, from instructional coaches, teacher leaders, all the way up to superintendents that are looking to start this planning work for deeper learning implementation in 21-22. These summer leadership sprints are going to be pretty short. They're sprints. So really just 3 meetings, 6 hours total, where we're going to work together to try to form up a leadership plan and strategy for your team into the next year. Let me dive in and show you a little bit of the details. Not a lot, just a taste today. So from our What School Could Be community that you all are starting to get familiar with, if not, join up on the What School Could Be community. From that, we are going to be one of the courses, and you can see where we are the What School Could Be Leadership Sprints from UK Next Gen. That's us. Won't be secret much longer. Inside of that course, then, is where we're going to do these sprints. You can see the events are already there, and the dates and times and all of that kind of stuff is already fixed, and both on the website and here in the What School Could Be community. Giving you a quick peek over inside of those, maybe not. So then here on our main page is sort of welcome and introductions. You can check that out. I'm going to quickly, though, tell you more about the guides we're bringing to the table on these sprints and also sort of the big document we're going to work on. Before I do, let's scroll down. You can see there's some pre-work that we want to do together. There are, for each day, there's going to be an agenda. There's going to be some deep dives into different stuff during that day. You can see a preview of those things here. Day 1, day 2, day 3, where by day 3, we're really getting toward deep implementation planning. And so that is going to require us to sort of utilize a planning tool. And I'll just sort of pop into that real fast and show you what that looks like. This planning tool, you can look here across the tabs at the bottom. This is sort of a deep dive planning tool across a variety of leadership domains that you should be working on, thinking about as you move forward into 21-22. This is obviously big and scary, and not every person's going to fill out every cell of this particular thing. In fact, there's even a timeline where we can look ahead for the entire year and start mapping it out. We won't get all of this done, but this is the tool that we'll be working from primarily as we engage in the leadership sprint together. Another thing I want to give you a quick peek at, though, is then some of our leadership guides. And so here is a sense of who's working on this. I'm a professor at UK. There you can see a little bit more about me, the chair of educational leadership studies at UK. Our teammate at UK, Karen Perry, former director of personalized learning for Henry County, Georgia, a big district outside Atlanta. She is now one of our directors of the Next Generation Network at the Center for Next Generation Leadership. She's going to be helping on this. And then my recent co-author on a brand new book on leadership for deeper learning, we'll see if we can pop that open here, is going to be joining us. He is chair of educational leadership at the University of Denver. He'll be joining. And then also Aaron Schmoll, who is Vice President for Program Development and Innovation at Glissy in Georgia, and also the former Chief Leadership Officer of Henry County Schools, Georgia. The four of us are going to work together to provide an experience that we think will be really great here as part of the Leadership Academy. And yes, we'll share more about this Leadership for Deeper Learning book coming out soon. Collectively, we'll all work our way through these modules and the planning document together. And by the end, we think you'll have a really good experience getting ready for 21-22. And you might ask, why am I so confident in this? Well, one of the reasons that we're partnering up with Ted Dintersmith and he's helping to support this work, so this is free because it's being supported by the Dintersmith Foundation, is we've been doing this work in Kentucky for a decade. We're going to start cohort number 11 of our Leadership Academy this upcoming fall. And so we have seen a lot of school journeys and helped to plant a lot of seeds. And we have a lot of experience working with leaders to get these balls rolling. And so we do have quite a bit of confidence that the kinds of things we're going to be working on are the sort of core questions that you as leaders need to be thinking about as you want to move toward sort of transformative, deeper learning reforms to make school into something substantially better and help answer Ted's sort of driving question of what school can be. So we're excited. There's a link to registration provided. Here's where registration lives at our Center for Next Generation Leadership website. You'll have a link to this. Over here is where you register for those sprints, and you can see those dates and the times on those sprints when we'll be meeting synchronously. As we said, there's no cost. There is limited space, so if you're interested, register early. And we'll look forward to seeing you in our What School Could Be community on these leadership sprints together. Thanks for learning more.